our principal, Mrs. Kalyani Chaudhary, our vice principal and administrator, Reverend Father Shekhar Mariadas, our catechist, Reverend Father Alvin Miskita, Supervisor Reena Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends.
We, the students of class 6C and 6D, are here to present the assembly program on the topic Travel and Tourism of India.
Nourish, you know what? I read a quote today. Jobs fill your pocket and adventures fill your soul.
Jobs fill your pocket and adventure fill your soul. What does it mean, Solomon?
Let me not explain it, but let's watch something interesting to understand it.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, students. Today, we are going to discuss something interesting, something which most of us love to do in our spare time. Any guesses?
Ma'am, are we going to game zone?
No. Or are we going to the library? Or are we going to do some activity? No, something different.
What is it, ma'am?
We are going on a visual trip.
Trip?
Yes, let's witness it.
दिल देखो तार देखो आंखें फाड़ फाड़ देखो शेर की दाढ़ देखो मार्बल का पहाड़ देखो चंदेरी की साड़ी देखो बांधवगढ़ की झाड़ी देखो मांडू का महल देखो जंगल की हलचल देखो चीतल देखो गौर देखो बारह सिंह और मोर देखो शिवपुरी की छतरी देखो चांदी की रेल पटरी देखो धर्मों की महफिल देखो हिंदुस्तान का दिल देखो
Ma'am, it was an amazing act. Can you guess the place we visited now?
Ma'am, is it Madhya Pradesh?
Yes, that is right. Ma'am, I know something more. Go on. Ma'am, it is Bhimbetka Caves. It comprises over 750 rock shelters, of which over 100 have paintings depicting human and animal figures in the shade of red, green, black, brown and white. Yes, that is right. Do you want to visit another place?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you guess the place you visited now?
Ma'am, is it northeastern states of India? It's made of 7 states, also known as 7 sisters.
Yes, that is right. Ma'am, can you take us to some other places? We are really enjoying this. Yes, of course.
കളിയാടും നാടേ നിൻ തുഞ്ചത്ത് മുത്തോളം മുകിലോളം മലയാളം പാടും നിൻ തീരത്ത് പൂപ്പൊലിപ്പാട്ടീണം മൈലാഞ്ചി പാട്ടിൻ അഴകൊടു കൂട്ടുകൂടും നേരം നല്ല
Can you guess the place we visited now?
Ma'am, I know this place. This is God's own country, Kerala. It is also known for its Poini, a medication using Ayurveda as its treatment method.
Yes, that is right. Now the place which we are going to visit is the one each and every one of us love.
देश मेरा मराठा कहानी कहे जय भवानी जय शिवाजी शिवबाई यहाँ के रगों में बहे
जहाँ पत्थरों ने लड़ना सीखा वही पत्थरों पे सुकून है लिखा
पर्वतों को यहाँ पानी की सोबत
कलाकार सारे यहाँ कुदरते
श्रद्धा भरी इन हवाओं में है
शांति मिले मुद्राओं में है
Yes, ma'am. We all love this place and we reside here. It is our Rashtra, Maharashtra.
What an incredible act, wasn't it, Jasleen?
Yes, Ansel. You know what? The songs and the act which we saw were some of the tourism advertisements from the government to encourage tourism in our country. You can view more advertisements on YouTube on other states too.
Now, did you understand the meaning of the quote? Jobs fill your pockets and adventure fill your soul.
Yes, it means that traveling gives us happiness and memories. Traveling is an incredible experience and everyone should have that opportunity to enjoy. Nowadays, more and more individuals using their vacations to embark on adventures to new and exciting destinations and creating long-lasting memories. And how we would do that?
As we all love to travel, let us now learn the benefits of traveling.
A relaxing break, a holiday, and traveling to a new location is a great way to forget your stress and worries at home and work. Increases organization skills. Traveling needs a lot of organization and planning, like booking tickets, making travel schedules, etc.
Improve communication skills. Each country is different and has its own language. There are many countries where English is not the main language. You will learn to pick up a local dialect.
Learn about new culture. There is a whole world out there with different traditions, festivals, beliefs, and food. The beautiful benefit of traveling often is experiencing different cultures.
Traveling humbles you.
When you travel, you see how other people live, and a shocking truth can change how you view and complain about your life.
Apart from the most visited ones, we would suggest you to explore extraordinary places like Talashri Beach in Odisha, Damrao and Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh, Javai in Rajasthan, and Dhanushkodi in Tamil Nadu.
Friends, you know what? Development of Indian tourism started in the 19th century when Sir John Sargent Committee was set up in 1945 for promotion and development of tourism in India. After that, the Indian government took many various incentives for the development of Indian tourism through tourism policies and economic reforms.
Some of the initiatives by Indian government to promote Indian tourism is Swadesh Darshan Scheme, Sathi, Dekho Apna Desh, and Nidhi. It was launched with the objective to encourage citizens to travel in India. When traveling, observing proper etiquettes help us ensure a smooth and respectful experience for yourself and those around you. Here are some essential etiquettes to keep in mind.
Respect local customs and traditions. Research and understand the culture of the norms, the places you are visiting. These include dress codes, greetings, and the appropriate behavior in the public spaces.
Follow the transportation rules. Whether you are using planes, trains, buses, or taxis, follow the rules and guidelines set by the transportation providers. This include being punctual, boarding and disembarking properly, and respecting other passengers. Be aware of noise levels. Avoid speaking loud in public places or using disruptive devices, especially in places where people are trying to relax or concentrate. Learn basic local phrases, even if you can't speak the local language fluently. Learning by these phrases like greeting, thank you, and please can go a long way, showing respect and making connection with locals. Respect culture and historical sites. Follow rules and guidelines at museums, historical sites, and religious places. This may include restrictions on photography, appropriate attire, and respectful behavior. Be mindful of litter and waste. Dispose the trash properly and recycle where possible. Keep the environment clean, especially in natural areas and tourist sites. Be a responsible traveler. Consider the impact of your actions on the local environment, economy, and community. Support local businesses, respect wildlife and natural habitats, and strive to leave a positive impression wherever you go. Now let's invite our guest, Mrs. Gauri Srijit Amritsar, who would give some more inputs on how traveling can be fun.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Pranjali, delighted to be your interviewer for today. I would like to inform our audience that you have your own venture named Pakhi Travels and you have guided many to explore different destinations in India. Let's start with the interview with my first question. How did you get an idea of starting a traveling agency?
Thanks, Pranjali. First of all, thank you for inviting program, and I'm very happy to see that it's been included at such a small age in the school. So coming back to your question, Paki Travel was introduced or was invented by me to help travelers travel hassle-free and without any tensions. So it was a program wherein we collaborate with the local people to for our travelers to travel very hassle-free with the local traditions, follow the local traditions and everything.
My next question is, what do you think are the biggest challenges facing the travel and tourism industry today?
Biggest challenges first being the overexposures of the social media to the local places or the places that we travel. The overexposures ruin the places. Second being littering by the people over there. So littering causes ruins all the beautiful places. So I think littering and the overexposure of social media.
Okay, my third question is, what do you think are safety measures? What are some basic safety measures to keep in mind during a travel?
Basic safety measures are first of all to know the place where you're traveling, so that you know about the climate where you're traveling, and basic is carry your medicines, like everything else.
Okay. So next is, what is your dream travel destination?
There are many places, but which tops is the Nordic regions to see the northern lights and the aurora. That's good.
My fifth question is, can you suggest what are some of the essentials one needs to keep in mind during a travel?
Some of the essentials is first to carry your identity cards with you. Second, the prescribed medicines, and the basic is that do not litter. Please do not litter. And safety. You should keep something handy to carry in case you get stuck somewhere, and to have some few local contacts with you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable
Thank you so
inputs.
much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful words. On behalf of our school, we would like to give a token of appreciation. As we conclude our program, we would like to end it with a poem.
Wander, let's roam where paths unwind, through lands of beauty, in hearts and shine. From city streets to mountains tall, adventure calls, embracing all. In every step a story told, of wonders new and tales of old. Travel light with open eyes, discovering joy beneath white skies. For in the journey we find our grace, in distant lands, in every place. Traveler, let your spirit soar, for life's greatest journey is to explore. For life's greatest journey is to explore. For life's greatest journey is to explore.
Now, I call upon Amrita Nair to give us the vote of thanks. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Keeping this in mind, I, Amrita, along with the students of class 6C and 6D, begin with thanking the Lord Almighty for making today's value education program a resounding success. I wish to express my gratitude to all our dignitaries for giving us an opportunity to show our skills and talents. I also want to extend my thanks to our supervisor, Reena ma'am, and class teachers, Teacher Ramani and Teacher Juliana, for their time
kindly guidance, support, and encouraging us to do research on the topic. A special thanks to teacher Zubia for helping us with the practices. I also want to express my sincere thanks to the non-teaching staff for their support and domestic staff for their help in making arrangements for this program. A special thanks Ria for the beautiful card and Sri Ranjani for helping us with the background. I also want to thank my friends for performing a wonderful act and inspiring you all to travel more. Your dedication and cooperation made this program a success. Lastly, I would like to thank the wonderful audience here. Good morning and have a wonderful day ahead.
Now I call upon Principal Ma'am to speak a few words.
Namaskar. That's the greeting of the land. Good morning, fathers. Good morning, Miss Gauri, parents, teachers, and dear students. We had a visual treat this morning, isn't it? Did you like everything about the presentation? So everything was how they were on the stage, how they made their entries, their exits, how they beautifully timed it. So everything is being appreciated by all of us. And a special appreciation to both the teachers and the teacher helpers, Ramni ma'am and Juliana teacher. They made you come on Saturdays for practice. So we know that only practice makes us perfect. Congratulations to 6C and 6D for the beautiful presentation. Our guest today spoke about how we can be responsible travelers. Is it important to be responsibly traveling? And it's also important to travel and understand or gain a new insight every time we travel. Let me tell you a very short story about a father and a son who were traveling on a train. The child was sitting by the window side and very excited. So as the train started moving out of the station, the son said, "Look, Papa, look, the trees are running with us. See, the grass is also moving." And after some time, he said, "Look at the clouds. They are pink, they are white, they are floating, they are dancing. How beautiful." And there were two other ladies sitting next to them. The ladies thought, what's wrong with this child? Hasn't he ever seen trees, clouds, the sky? Why is he so excited about it? After some time, again he saw a bridge, the river below. He said, "Look, Papa, it's so beautiful. The flowing river, it's so wide. It must be very deep." The ladies again said, then they asked the father, "What's wrong with your son? These are things which we look at every day. So why is he so excited about it?" Then the father said, "Yes, we look at it every day. But my son is just out of surgery and is looking at these things for the first time. The child had no vision, and he got his vision back very recently. So So I am traveling with the child, and that's the reason why he's showing his excitement for everything that he is watching. We have the privilege of looking at things, right? How many of you admire everything around you? Everything that you have. The sun, the moon, the sky, the clouds, the trees, everything around you, including the people. Very good. So what is traveling to you? To me, it is to appreciate the wonder that is around me. To me, it is to view the world through the lens of gratitude. They mentioned you have to view the world through the lens of gratitude. You know, the world, there were recently in the Canary Islands. Where is Canary Islands? Which country? Which continent?
Odisha.
I think we need to travel beyond. Canary Islands is in Spain. Here we saw the Indian tourism. So in Canary Island, people have gone on a hunger strike. Do you know the reason why people have gone on a hunger strike? Ms. Gauri mentioned overexposure. Too many people have been visiting those islands, and the island ecosystem is a very fragile ecosystem. So they don't want tourists. They're saying put a stop to tourism, because our ecosystem, the way we live, the way we work, the way our lifestyle is all getting affected because of over-tourism. And this word was non-existent in the dictionary a few years back. Over-tourism. That is why being a responsible tourist is extremely important. So if you are reading also, if you pick up a book that's as good as traveling, you don't always have to travel to that place to understand the culture, the people, and the ways, and admire the beauty of that place. Pick up a book, go to your library, pick up a book. If you want to read more about traveling, tell us what you want to read, which places you want to read about, and we will get you the books. So sitting here, right in our own library, we can travel the world. And you are privileged if you can actually travel the world. Your own country, your own state, and then outside of your state. And when we are traveling, what do we have to do? Cherish and celebrate each new experience. Every day we have many new experiences, even in our school. And we also have experiences which are not so pleasant. Right? So who's responsible for both kinds of experiences? Who's responsible? You or your friend? Or the friend's friend? Who's responsible for making those experiences cherishable? It's everyone's responsibility, isn't it? So be a responsible student and be a responsible traveler. Thank you.
Kindly stand up for the school anthem.
children, Bosco girls and boys. With grateful hearts we sing His praise. To God in thanks our voice we raise, resounding in the Navi Mumbai sky.